to get the important thing out without it being muffled by a video. Vietnam was 4 weeks per battle, so it was 48 weeks, right? 4 or 8, 36. It was 36 weeks before 9/11, and they let kids fight. Oh fuck yeah, kids fight like a whippet. Holy shit, they're intense. They're so good at it. Better than the adults, I'd say. I'm not trying to drag you under just because you're old. I'm getting up there in age too, actually, and then I didn't really feel it. I'm polite. 9/11 was 2001. And so I was in, I can't remember what fucking grade I was in. I think it was grade 1 though, right? 1990. Yeah. I was going into grade 2. And I fought it with my dad and mom. So if you're thinking about joining, yeah, you can do it. Since 2001, that's a lot of being hunted. That's a lot of years of being hunted right where they could find you. You can do it. Hooey, I'm fucking sick. Maybe I'm too hot, but I'm just always so fucking naked. But let's get fucking naked.
You're pushing somebody out there to represent you that can't even get through the truth of something that's as easy as this is what I did for my service. Here's what I did, period. Full stop. And the other thing it does is it kind of promotes that,
check this shit.
Over embellish your own career to other people. People are going to see that and be like, well, Tony Gonzalez did it. I'm going to say that I did this. Blah, 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 blah. And
everyone's not checked before.
Punched in the face by some guy that was actually at some place that you were at, and it's just like, why are you lying?
It's just awkward because I'm sicker than balls.
So then I guess another big question is, now when those claims are used to win elections, to silence opposing critics who
being so honest and tighten up my bra straps.
But in that way, if they're used to intimidate opponents, does that elevate this in the eyes of you or maybe the community writ large?
See, it's not that bad. It like when I'm flexing, it starts to get like kind of naughty.
Actually, being like, "Hey, girl, look at me! It's a whole 6 inches."
And I haven't even used Arnica cream yet. I used it once. I haven't used it once.
It's a gray area, right? There's over embellishment, in different ways.
And I've been this good for a long time. I was a little too skinny at first. When I first lost the weight, it was too skinny, and then I built.
You're like, all right, get this guy out of here. When he starts lying about combat, like actually being in combat, or I'll give you an example. Let's say that he was on a post and like there was a firefight with some Army and Navy guys, miles down the road. And they come back and it was, a bloody battle.
I don't want the
$10
ones.
And then he's like, I was a part
of
that.
Use them in anything.
Like you're like.
With the blueberry powder,
you were in the firefight.
I don't really need it,
man, because I was there. Is that what we're doing
but
now?
The
Our
blueberry
services,
raspberry
you're a part
flavor.
of everything that happened in an area because you were just there. And then that's when like you start getting that distasteful.
I'll get the toast.
This guy's a jizz.
Joey doesn't want me to buy him a gift anyway. It's too modest, Thanks for being modest.
I completely understand that. And I think that for a lot of people, even just the moral authority kind of, piece, I find a lot of people find distasteful. I personally
I'm gonna enjoy this. Since my neck is, my head isn't even on straight.
Like
Market Combat was like, I wanted to marry you. I did. I do. That's why I stand next to you. I was like, oh.
I feel like when people are told I am the position, right? The whole Fauci, I am the science versus me seeking it out. There's a difference between that as well.
I told the therapist, Uncle Gita. I don't know where he is. Good for you, Gita. You're at the fucking thing. You're awesome. Yeah, you made it. I told him, because he's like an uncle that's awkwardly almost the same fucking age.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. You're
That's
adding
fucking
context
intense.
to why you
Okay.
feel that way.
Can't
If
see
you're
it that well, but
fighting for
you
gay
have to
rights
turn the
and you're
lights
just
down,
like,
the
as a
volume down a
military
bit.
member, you're like, what the
Tilt
fuck
my
does the
head.
military have to do with gay rights? You know what I mean?
Stranger
Besides being
Things
in the
argument.
Navy, you know. So it's when
It's
people
green,
start
right? Yeah.
throwing around the veteran
Dark
title
green.
where it's not necessary.
She
Another
hulks.
cringe moment. Where
She
you're like,
hulks
why
over
are you
here.
doing that? Why are you doing that?
Yeah, I feel like lying a lot because I'm really bored and like a lot of friends would get it and like push me around or something, make me feel better than that wanting to lie. Like Brolin always lying. I was no Bruce Brother.
Yeah, absolutely. Like imagine if you're.
Because then she accidentally calls her mom fat, and then her mom puts it
I mean,
together because
a
she was
perfect
really
example,
sick.
we'll juxtapose with being a
And
cop,
then,
right? Let's say you had a police officer that
no,
gets
she
pulled
had
over
abs when she was
by
born
a
too,
cop
just like all the other
right?
ones.
And he starts motherfucking the cop because he's drunk behind the wheel. And then he starts screaming, well, I'm a fucking cop. You can't man to me, right? What does that make other cops look like? Makes them look dirty, entitled.
Yeah.
You know, nobody
Oh,
wants
one
to be that
time,
guy. Well,
angry
same thing
cops
happens
like
for the
go
veteran world. You know, it's not as
walks up to me. He's got these like huge,
policing
bulbous
as
fucking abs. I was like, why are your abs so big?
the people in the veteran
He's like, 'cause I'm mean.
veteran start saying,
And this guy's like, hey, fuck you. And I fucking went after him, knowing exactly what the fuck was going on.
you know, like,
Oh,
a good
is that why we
example
don't
would be,
put on shows that I know about it
January
anymore?
6th,
Because
you know, when
everyone who
people
did
got
something
into the,
wrong gets
Capitol
fucking
building
their
and protested
jaw
outside the
twisted
Capitol
into their
building.
tongue.
If
Yeah,
somebody said
literally
that
too.
was like war, I immediately just you're an idiot. You're an absolute idiot. You're in a group of
He
people that are
herniated
upset
angry cops and
with
don't
the outcome
understand.
of an election that thought that it was frauded, and then they broke into a building.
People have done
And then
awful
they
shit to
walked
me.
around
Like,
and then
it
tried to
felt
get
like I
it
took a
over
fucking
with.
dick,
And
but it was
that
the
was about it.
thermometer
The only person
to see how
that
bad my
died
concussion
was
was.
Ashley,
the one woman that got shot.
yeah.
So you're like,
Sorry.
okay, how was that like war? Exactly. No, that was a protest. That was like all the protests.
Fucking cough thermometer. Shit! I took it to the
country
ass again, and I just got a pap smear not that long ago too. Big old brass.
Saying, you know, I was in war, so I know what this is, or I can compare this to war to something that's not comparable. It's one of those things that just takes away from the overall like veteran space and like I believe the respect that people give veterans. You know, the appreciation of what they do.
I don't
You
know.
know,
Where's
it's
my pain
interesting that you
spray? I
bring
put
up
it
the
away.
January
It's probably
6th
so
argument
cold
because I
too
believe
because
Tony
I'm not
Gonzalez
fucking
did
running from
actually
here.
make that statement, equating the January 6th to being like what war
I think
was
it's
like in
pain.
some
I didn't take a
capacity.
time with codeine because I was like, you ain't even that shit for a week. Don't take it. Your mouth doesn't hurt. My mouth doesn't hurt. Okay, just a sec. I'm gonna go grab a fucking towel with codeine. Throw in my pop cans.
In war that gave him the smells and the sights and the sounds and whatever, and maybe that experience in combat made him feel that way during January 6th. But if he's just a dude that sat on a boat or sat on a base and never left it, and like heard a siren go off because there were mortars going overhead and never impacted in his base, then like, dude, you gotta shut up, dude. You're talking about something that you don't know. And that's okay to not know what combat is like. It's okay to not get blown up. It's okay to not be in a firefight. It's okay to be in a war and serve honorably. It's not okay to complete your service and then start comparing it to all these things.
Like, see? It's just trying to codeine. It's just trying to codeine.
I was looking for it. And this is about January 6th. So you asked, what did the war smell like to Tony? Well, let's find out. When the mob was pounding on the door to the House chambers Wednesday, Tony Gonzalez felt like he was back in a war zone.
Joey freaked out when somebody went up to him and was like, he didn't like hit him or anything, but he was like, blah, 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 blah. When some guy went up to him, he's like, I got it. And I was like, what? Look back, he wasn't chasing us or anything. I was like, and then he was the first homeless person to get off the streets in a long, like, in ever. You understand town with codeine? You don't have it? You just... It's pretty brilliant. Anyway, this is a crystal deodorant. I don't know, it's not. My armpit's kind of wet. You need water with it.
I was being engaged by the enemy
Oh, that stinks.
in some form or fashion.
I should
And
go
that
water.
engagement
Oh.
reminded me of people trying
Everybody,
to get into the state building.
I need
Yeah,
what are they called?
Yeah.
Capitol building, thank you.
Cooler.
No worries. So, but to my knowledge, he hasn't experienced any. He has no
Oh, yeah,
combat
it's my
ribbons. He
armpits,
has
probably
nothing
it's
that
done.
actually signifies that he was in any combat zone. I think the closest he came was he was helping Afghan interpreters.
I do some
Well,
lotion
they're
on
very
it.
smelly, so maybe
Put
that's
the lotion on it.
maybe that's how he got the smells. You know, he smelt one of the Turks, and he was just like, "Oh God!"
I'm wrecking it, aren't
And
I?
now he walks by an
Sure.
unfriendly man who doesn't take in the shower in a week, and maybe that's it.
Sure.
Has he gone to Minnesota? Then he's
He'd love
probably
it there.
smelling the people there, and
They
then
wore it
getting
out, right?
PTSD.
He should run. He should run for
Oh,
Congress.
cream though. Deuce.
They love it.
Oh, they would absolutely love him. So, I have an interesting, I guess, question, and it might require you putting yourself into drill sergeant mode. But
Okay.
as a drill sergeant, if he were standing in front of your formation, saying that he fought in 2 wars and saying all of these things,
It
in
wore
the
it
fashion
down,
that he
didn't it?
does, saying that, and you knew otherwise. Drill sergeant.
Oh, I just
Smells
call
like
him out.
lotion, bro.
You know, it's
Yeah.
like that's like what I
It's
just
so
said,
old
you
too,
know?
it's hard
Oh,
to
you smell
dance
combat.
crystal.
Oh, what's it fucking
Probably
smell like,
crystallized
guys?
together
Tell me.
even more.
Tell me, no, don't leave the front of formation. Tell me what your combat smells like.
Yeah.
Yo, you.
And tell me what the point of that
January
was.
6th, it treated you just like when you were
It's
in
hard to use
combat,
crystal deodorant,
meaning,
and you like.
in conflict, direct conflict.
Yeah.
Tell me about that. Tell me about that. Where's your car? Where's your combat action ribbon? Where's that at? Tell me about that. How come you don't have that? What exactly are you doing?
Rose
You know,
water.
I would be asking
Fuck
myself
yeah.
Yeah. Would it require maybe like a little extra?
I gotta use my
example
deodorant.
in that regard.
Well, that's the example, right? If somebody's
Yeah.
going to say something stupid in front of a group of people,
Yeah.
then you just go, no! You know, you just from the back.
I need
there I am.
to
No! Hey!
work
And then you
out.
just walk around the
Fuck,
front and be
I
like,
probably
really
could.
interesting. Tell me
I was
more
waiting
about
for my
that."
dad wanted to
Okay,
eat
and
supper, so I
The
ate
best way
dinner.
to call somebody out for being a liar is just say,
Yeah.
tell me more about
It
that.
kind of stinks.
What's a liar going to do?
Let's do
Just
it
keep
again.
lying, right?
Yeah,
Just
but it
keep
keeps going
lying.
down
It's
the
like
line.
coated
Yeah.
on
Yeah,
there
and
like
it's easy
crazy.
to remember the truth because I can just go, oh, well, this happened. I don't have to imagine anything else.
Me and
But
my
the second that you
fucking
lie about something,
armpit
you start
hair will
spouting
sit
off other
good.
lies to try and back that up. Like, you're not going to remember everything, but I will. I'll be like, oh, that's interesting. You said that you were here, but then you said that you were in direct
You
combat.
said that you
But
could let it go, and it wouldn't get you hung from somebody that you used to know.
Yeah.
Which wouldn't surprise me if his combat tours were like to Kuwait and like not in Iraq.
Yeah.
Um,
I believe it said multiple tours.
Owen didn't really approve of
in,
anger cops, and he didn't say why, and I never said.
Iraq and Afghanistan.
We just always started talking at shows and stuff, and he's just like, no, he's mean to us. And I was like, I actually fucking doubt that, dude. You're supposed to play with dolls, if you did when you're younger. And you took up being a fucking hideaway faggot, dating me, when you play with dolls, and I never fucking
You're
did.
not going to be at some random fob somewhere where it's, you know,
No, Anger Cops is fucking old.
or a couple platoons of infantry.
Looking back when I was a little girl and my mom asked me if I wanted a doll for Christmas, I said, I don't even play with dolls, Mom. And then I remember Angry Cops came and asked me, like, why? And he was like 10 years older, but I was like,
He could be absolutely right. He could have been engaged.
I'm not shutting you up, I'm just shutting up.
Sure that their
I didn't know that you were so fucking married because of all the things we kid about. We needed to get on the same page.
But we basically have secure lines of communication which have code. And if you
Such
input the
died.
code into your
Yeah, it
radios,
did.
well, then we can talk to one another.
Who is
Unless
she?
you have that code, you can't listen to what we're saying.
Yeah.
So that is one way in which cryptology is used day to day in the Army is for
I'm
our
not sure.
communications. But that doesn't mean that
Probably
a
check on his
T637
log.
is going to be flying around from post to
Whatever.
post,
Don't talk.
filling up your
Don't
radios
talk,
with
just
those-
perk.
with those codes.
To
You can
see.
have somebody lower rank flying around with that instrument in order to do that. If you did that, cool. But
Let's
like,
charge
I
this
think
one.
I
What's
would've
that
heard about
phone
this by
at?
now, right?
Yeah.
If he was such a proud dude that's deployed,
31,
doing all
okay.
these things in
This
combat,
one's actually a higher
and was in the
percentage.
middle of combat, on the front line,
So it's
quote, unquote,
282, and I put back everything
all
that
right, where are the stories?
didn't have to
Why
do
haven't
with
Yeah.
why
making
can't I
Jello
Google it and
cups.
just find them about
with
you talking
glitter.
about it in a VFW?
I could put the clothes back. You know, like I have like one pair of good pants, but I have like one doctor's one like once every, I don't know. like 9 months or something, but unless an emergency comes up, if they thought that they got everything, that would be fine. I had like a little bit of a panic, quite a bit, like about the taste in my mouth. I'm just kidding. But I had panic, so it wasn't that. No, it was my hips. Like I was dying, and all I could do is lift like
Right?
oil
Now,
barrels
going into that,
full, like half
obviously
full of
there are
water.
ribbons that are
No,
awarded
actually,
to
and like I can do that,
military
but
members
that's
for,
all I could do. I
you
couldn't
know,
settle
acts
down.
of service
I
or,
kind of want to be
you
a fat
know,
nerd at the end of my
deeds or
life if
whatever
I can
have you, right?
gather it and
Now,
draw sweet ass
if you
motherfucking
were
shit like my
deployed into
cousins
a
do.
combat zone, would you get a combat ribbon?
No. So
Okay.
for the Navy, and I know the Marines.
This is a good interview. It's
because they're,
helping,
you know, Department of the Navy,
actually.
whatever,
Hmm.
they get a combat action ribbon if they're engaged by the enemy. Engaged
Okay.
means they're blown up or they're shot at, you know, and then they engage, you know, the enemy forces that are trying to attack them. In the Army,
Okay.
we get a combat action badge or a combat infantry badge.
$200. Where did I
CIB
put
is
back
obviously
though?
Marines
Oh, the
combat
clothes.
infantry badge. CAB
Why don't I just get the
combat action
clothes?
badge for anybody that's not infantry.
I need the
Okay.
food.
So, like when I
How's
got
the
blown
food
up
at the
and I got
grocery
engaged,
store?
I got a tab.
They don't have the food at the grocery. Just buy it on Amazon. Actually, it's not a big economic footprint.
That would be a
Buy it
memorandum
on
you
Amazon.
received stating that you got that that award.
Okay, so if he were in
Hmm.
those scenarios, he would have been given some sort of award similar to that.
Yeah.
If
I
he-
never had custard last time I was there.
Yeah.
If he was engaged by the enemy.
Okay,
Firefight, mortar, roadside bomb.
and so the fact that he has none of those.
So
That,
the fact that he has none of those and then says like I was in combat,
Yeah,
I
I'm
was on
gonna
the front
actually
line.
Yeah.
One of those
go
things
with
that,
that.
as a veteran, as a guy that's still in, looks at and says, "Why are you using those words if you don't have
$200.
the fucking shinies on your tits to match that up?"
yeah.
You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Like
So
everything.
that's a disingenuous
What do you like,
statement at that point. Would you consider that a little bit beyond exaggeration?
Probably.
Now that there's no medals whatsoever?
Yeah, if you're saying that I was in combat but yet you haven't received any sort of combat action ribbon or for the Army Combat Action Badge or Combat Infantry Badge,
Yeah, for the Navy
that's
it
like-
says there's a Navy and Marine Corps Combat Action Ribbon, yeah.
yeah, there you go. So it's
Yeah.
combat action ribbon, the car. And if you don't have a car, then how can you say that you were engaged with the enemy? How can you say you were in combat, right? You could say you were in a combat environment, you were deployed to a combat zone, but you weren't in combat.
Yeah.
In like just the definition of in combat means you are in combat with somebody. There is fists or bullets or samurai ninja stars. I don't give a shit. But there's some sort of interaction, meaning combat.
Someone's gonna
Like,
take fucking ninja swords to my
Something
face
has
now.
occurred that
Fucking
was not you
stars,
sitting in
ninja
front of a computer.
stars.
yeah.
Oh my
So,
god,
when you-
John!
like I said, we
Stop
discussed,
paying you.
But to go over it again.
Not this, I just got the Glosso back in my skin, you piece of shit.
Directly engaged by the enemy. Well, where is the proof of that? Everybody that's been engaged by the enemy has some sort of write-up. Like I said, for the Navy, it's the car. So
I actually really
if
want to
you
make
don't
this
have
order,
that,
it's
then
200
explain
bucks.
it.
Yeah.
And if
So-
you've got
Clothes,
an
like, I do need
explanation,
them, like,
then
clean
stop fucking
clothes.
saying it.
'Cause I got like glue
Just stop
all
saying it.
white, so I'm like
Just stop saying
using
that's it.
glue with a
Hey,
paintbrush
I said this before, I was wrong.
on my
I
pants.
think people got this the wrong way. This is what I meant. Okay, nothing wrong with it. Go in. Easy peasy.
There we go. Oh
Don't keep
god.
saying it.
Fair enough.
Don't double down on your. No,
Now
I
I'm
was
cold
in
again.
combat.
Does this
All right,
stink
then.
though?
Well, not just
Not
double down, but
really.
also use the fact the stuff that you doubled down on as your ammo against your political opponent is also
I'm gonna
what he's
probably
going
close
to
the window now.
be
Then I feel the
doing,
warmth and my head is
utilizing,
frozen.
groups against his
Guys,
opponent,
where's my thermometer?
utilizing these statements that he's making.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now, I had a bunch of questions.
I
about
let the
this. Now,
cat out.
these were
Okay.
a lot of these covered, I think, a lot of the same things, and you answered them even with just your already answers. But I do have one more thing to ask you about this particularly. Do you have anything that you would like to add or say to Tony Gonzalez about his statements?
Oh,
And anything just about the election at all?
sure. Yeah, I think it's. Hey, Tony, how are you doing? You're a piece of shit. I I don't like it that you picked on my friend Brandon saying that he doesn't like veterans or supports them when he obviously does. It's called integrity. All right, you learned it in the military. I know we were all taught it, and I'm sure you felt bad when you were fucking that other girl instead of your wife. Not very integrity filled there, bud. You know, more like cream filled for the lady if you didn't pull out. All right, which your wife is probably not so happy about. But since you want to bring up integrity and how people treat people poorly because Brandon doesn't like veterans, in your opinion, which I disagree with, maybe you should stop fucking your staff. Think about your wife and your family for a little bit. So, yeah, I don't like that you pick on Brandon for not liking veterans when that's obviously a lie. It's disgusting. I hate it when people decide to smear somebody with some bullshit that they know obviously isn't true. And that goes into the integrity thing, Tack. You know, if you can't be honest when you're making an attack at Brandon hates veterans.
Yeah.
Well, that's obviously not true, but you approve that message? Oh, so you're a liar. All right.
That's
So
what
you
my
represent
first
me-
video was about the whole election campaign was the lies that he had that he had started with.
Oh, the only way that you can get ahead on your opponent is by lying about them?
Yeah.
Like lies that you outright know are lies? Oh, you're a piece of shit. Oh, okay. Attack him for his policy. Attack him for like saying like you don't understand the things that I voted for. But like to make up a lie that he hates veterans, my community who he supported so well, get fucked.
Yeah. No,
That infuriates me the most. Of all the things, of all the, you know, he's pumping up his service and whatever, just him outright lying about somebody that's such an advocate for the veteran community,
yeah.
to say, like, and to smear them as, like, some anti-veteran, like, piece of shit, that gets my blood boiling. Go fuck yourself. Like, would you do that? If Elon Musk was going to run against you for your district, Tony, would you tell Elon Musk that he hates veterans knowing that billions of dollars get poured into like veteran research and assistance for the like no
Yeah.
no because now what you're doing is you're having a guy that used to like veterans now be like, oh well, I guess if this veteran can lie about me and I can do all this work and it means nothing, then fuck it, I just won't do this work anymore. Fuck him.
That's also a fair statement. Is it makes people the moment that they find out that you're disingenuous, that makes people want to no longer be affiliated with that particular group.
Yeah.
Just as a
Like,
whole.
Let's say that Brandon like just was neutral about veterans, didn't know any veterans. He's like, I don't really have any veterans, but you know, I support them. You know, I give to this charity such and such a time, and then you've got a Navy guy that's his opponent who says Brandon hates veterans, and then Brandon's like, no, I don't. You're a veteran. Why would you say that? I give to these veteran communities. Isn't that something we could both agree on? You know what? Fuck it. If that's the way that veterans are going to treat me, then I'm not going to give a fuck at anything.
You'd hope so.
There you go.
Like you'd hope that you could see eye to eye on at least the basics, the fundamentals, right?
Yeah.
But sadly, I don't think that we live in a world where that is possible anymore for
Well, Tony's
some people.
stupid. Tony's
That's
too
true.
dumb to think his own thoughts. He sees what other people have done, and he gets his money from, you know, big R Republicans, which is fine, whatever. You want to raise money, that's great. But, like, think on your fucking own. You can't.
Yeah.
He sits there and he tries to do the same. He's not a talented politician, because if he was, he could take the playbook that all politicians have used in the past, which is, you know, lying about individuals and stuff like that, and he would be good at it. But he's not. He's so dumb that he can't even take the playbook that's written out for him that politicians have used for forever in mudslinging and bringing down their opponents and trying to win for their elections. And he fucking botches it.
Also, he can't face any of his critics because he blocked me last election cycle on X. Did he block you as well, or did he not have the cojones to block such a big account, knowing you'd make a lot more noise than me?
I don't. You know what? It's funny. I don't think he just like pays attention to me, which is fine. Slip under the radar, but
Yeah.
still get people to shit on him because he deserves it. So
Yeah. I know that Donut was, I think, enemy number one.
But he can't block Donut because Donut is a constituent. He lives in the district.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it was First Amendment law or First Amendment law. It was there was some sort of
Supreme Court ruling, yeah.
and I think it was due to Trump because Trump blocked somebody on like his government account. I think it was Trump. Don't quote me there. But basically, the end result of this
My
suit is
traps
that
really
you
fucking
cannot
hurt.
block your constituents
That's what
on
it is.
social
It's like
media
right
because
here.
you are obligated to
And next, like
answer their
right
requests
here,
as a
it's like
representative of that area.
farther out.
So you
Now,
can't block
Fuck,
Donut,
I
which is
fucking hate my fucking life.
Well,
Stop
yeah,
fucking
that's Achilles
enslaving
heel. I
me
don't
to
know
this
what it is.
Now,
niggery.
what I've seen, though, is I have seen people make the argument that they are in his district and still being blocked by him. And
Then they need to sue him.
the argument that people have made in advocacy for Tony is it is his campaign account, not his official account, and therefore he can do with it as he wishes.
That's true. That's true.
Is that yeah?
Because the campaign is different than his actual position.
Yeah.
But
it's
like-
what he also uses to engage with his constituents, which I think is just such a.
So you can sue that. It's like depends on how much money you want to waste, but you can still sue that. Like, oh, hey, this is a campaign one, not his actual representation one. Well, that's funny because he's using it to talk to his constituents.
Yeah.
So why is he limiting his constituents on one form but not the other? Isn't that wrong? But because there is a channel open, I don't think that it would be a winning case. The channel
such a shame.
being his official account. Well, that's all right. You can still shout on his official account.
I can and I will continue to do so this cycle. And
Or you can comment on people's reposts of his shit when you can see it because it's not blocked then.
It does allow you to do that, and that's the beauty of X actually is that it still allows you to kind of still engage even though these things happen. So
It's like secondary contact. It's exactly what order protections like protect people from.
yeah,
Like a second or third party can now officiate.
I'm gonna have my mom contact my ex-girlfriend now.
Yeah. Now Sarah, she's bitching. I love her.
Well, Rich, thank you so much for joining me, and thank you for clearing some things up. As I said, as somebody who's not a combat veteran or a veteran whatsoever, I have no idea about these things, so it is way better that I go asking people that do.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
glad you had me on. I had fun.
Oh, well, thank you so much, sir, and we'll end it there. If you made it this far in the video, I'm sure you liked it. With how you felt about the video. And if you really want to get involved and just see how much Tony Gonzalez likes flying, you can go out and check Tony'sVotingRecord.com. I highly encourage it. Great website filled with all of his live and half crews and his absolutely abysmal voting record for Texas. Make sure to check it out. Thank you so much. God bless.
Okay, you're good.
Laws are enforced.
Housing. Complete series. I better. They started finally putting a full series on. I think I've seen it and it was actually terrifying and I fucked up my sleep.
Ever notice some odors don't come out in the wash? Odors from sweat, urine, and other musty odors can get trapped in fabrics. Try Downy Purifying Rinse. It helps remove trapped odors 3 times better than detergent alone. Try Downy Purifying Rinse.
is the key to finding Atlantis. On January 29th, you can unlock the secret.
Welcome to Atlantis.
And discover a world where magic is real.
I'm so excited.
Atlantis, the Lost Empire.
Alright, this is it. You got something sporty, like a tuna.
Coming to the video Disney DVD, January 29th.
Mom? Dad?
You were miserable parents. I snuck out. You caught me.
I lied. You knew. I pushed.
And you pushed back.
Invaded my privacy.
My privacy.
I hated it.
I hated you.
Why can't you leave me alone? Just leave me alone.
I thought you were the worst parents in the
I
world.
thought you were the worst parents in the world.
Thanks.
The Doctor is back.
Dr. Doodle actually speaks with animals.
This is good news to put the wild
Hello, Clarice.
back in wildlife. I'm teaching you how to fish.
One just touched me. One just touched me.
Ooh, the big scary bear.
Eddie Murphy. You haven't had sex in 48 years?
What am I, a machine?
Dr. Doolittle 2. No cell phone for a week.
What am I supposed to do without my cell phone?
So young, so angry. Damn that rap music.
Rated PG. June 22nd. Only in theaters.
Dude, what are you doing? Looking for change? You don't need change. Just pick up the phone and dial 1-800-CALLATT. Say with me. CALLATT.
Save big bucks on every call. Dial 1-800-CALLATT for collect calls.
Got a plate in my head.
Okay, Vegas. Austin. Tulsa. Vegas, honey. Yuma. And Austin. Strong kids? Phoenix, huh?
Target is confirmed. Releasing control alt restriction system to level 3. Please come in. Perhaps you would care for another drink. Your beauty makes me want to drop down to my knees, caress your legs, and prove how But that sort of game is reserved for younger devils. Still, I feel very fortunate to have met you at that party. I just know that you're the kind of person who will truly appreciate my strange new appetite. Do you mind? I find the dark more liberating. And your beauty lights up the night. You smell delicious. Who's that? What are you doing here?
Situation C. Keeping power restriction unlocked until the target has been silenced.
What are you doing in my home? Who do you think you are?
The Helsing organization.
What do you mean? No, wait! Please wait!
Out of the way, human. Unless you'd rather become a miserable little ghoul. Limited release completed.
On 12 June, this priest was assigned to a small church in the village of Cheddar. 1 month later, the first wave of missing persons reports began flooding in. The local police conducted the investigation. The day before yesterday, officers were sent to the church to apprehend the suspect. All of them were reported killed. It was then that the London Police Authority ordered D11 into action.
Yesterday, Special Division 11 sent in 1 unit of their elite troops. 50% casualties were suffered. What's worse, it seems our men were killed by the officers reported killed the day before.
They're no longer human.
What?
These people have had their blood drained to feed the vampire. They've become cannibalistic ghouls.
Well, I need to charge my phone.
Well, I didn't know they weren't human anymore.
Do this.